I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast, formerly on Pornhub, Smackin It Raw. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter. And I'm here with my co-hosts, the Dicks in the chat, and the host of the She League Showcase, Dickosaurus Rexus, to be clear in the chat.
To be specific.
The host of the She League Showcase, inside the mind of Storytime with Getting Off, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Hey. Hi.
Oh.
Hello. What's
How
up?
are you?
I'm tired.
You're tired? You're tired. Me too.
I'm tired.
I've been working on getting all the stuff out of my office. As if you guys can see behind me, things are up. I'll take for TikTok. Last week I moved from my office into the family room that no one uses. So now it's half family room, half Matt's office. And then Kate's going to go into my office because it's a bigger office. And then we're going to turn Kate's office into a room for the girls since we got one on the way and Zoe. So get all her toys in there. And then her room will have room so we can have two beds in there for the two girls eventually. It's a whole process working on it. But we're getting there, doing things. I'll have videos up on TikTok at Smackin It Raw. I'll show you guys everything once everything's kind of settled.
Okay.
Thank you, Allison. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Saturday night's main event last. First, we got to get through the week in wrestling. And before we do all of that, I got to plug some stuff. And Katie's got possibly, maybe some news and rumors.
Like 3.
I don't know. I missed half of her show. So
It's not my fault. Spotify hates me.
Okay, Snitsky.
Ew.
You guys can check us out at youtube.com/creationworld, where it's free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
That is correct. And why is that important to moi?
Because you're a whore.
I am a whore, ladies and gentlemen. Look at me. I look like one, don't I?
He does.
I do. I clean myself up, try to make myself nice and pretty for you guys today. But I am a whore for your likes, for your attentions, for your comments, for your concern, for your attention, for all of the things, but mostly for your attention. That's why we do this every week. So please like, subscribe, comment. How can you subscribe? Oh, I don't know. You can hit the subscribe button. You know what else you can do? Up top, very top, there's this little thing. It's a bell. It looks like a clitoris. I want you to flick it. It's a bean. Flick the bean. Get notified every time we go live. Now, mind you, Creation Conversation is every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern.
Yep.
That's all the time zones in the Americas, except for Mountain Time, but I don't know what the fuck that conversion rate is. So anyway,
It's an hour.
you guys will fucking figure it out. Point is, that is gone for 2 weeks. We did our episode on Thursday on Travis's birthday. We covered the Game Awards. It was a fun time. Snoop Dogg performed. Travis's significant other Amani joined us, and we talked video games. So you guys can go check that out. But we are on a 2-week hiatus, so come check us out in 2 weeks after the holidays, and that'll be back on Thursdays. Smackin It Raw and Getting Off to have one more episode next week each. It is the Getting Off season finale, Christmas finale, year-end finale, whatever you want to call it. It is the final trivia to crown the champion of 2024. All things Getting Off next Friday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Smackin It Raw will have our last episode of the year before we return after the new year, which would be the weekend after Raw debuts on Netflix. That'll be this Saturday again, upcoming Saturday, like not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific as well. If you're not a YouTuber, if you're a Twitcher, you can twitch.tv/creationworldme over there. And if you have Amazon Prime and you have Prime Gaming and you take those two and you make them have sex, you get a little thing that's called free sub. And we love free subs. Katie especially loves free subs, but also paying subs. So, like, if you're willing to pay for it, we are whores. Go do that over on Twitch. Show us some love as well. Again, we do all of this podcasting stuff. I say it every week. You guys never fucking listen to me because I want to entertain you. Show you the love and appreciation of knowing that you guys are watching and you enjoy the content that we create. And I want to make it fun for you. I want you guys to enjoy talking about wrestling because there's so much negativity in the wrestling space that you guys can come here and laugh and have a good time and hear a bunch of sexual innuendo about something we all love. And who doesn't sexual innuendo while they're talking about wrestling? Kevin hit. We're not there.
It was after the show.
Yeah. Not there, Vince.
Let's just say.
We're not there and he's not here. But Katie's here and she's here with news and rumors.
Yeah, I am. You bet your ass I am. Look at me go. It's literally 3 things, and one of them's just me bitching and complaining.
We love it when you bitch and complain.
That's all I do. 1, we have a date and a place for New Year's Eve for the NXT. It's just like a Tuesday, so it's nothing like too crazy. It's not like a PLE or anything. January, what does that say? 7th? That's a 7, yeah. January 7th. It's going to be in LA. So.
Night?
No, he won't be there. Well, he might be there, actually. I don't know.
I was going to say, it's not going to be LA day and not daytime.
Well, I mean, it kind of will be. LA is basically the same time as Vegas, which is 3 hours behind me. So it'll still be light out and basically day.
Okay, fine. You win this round.
Try me, bitch. I'm smart. I know my time zones. It's crazy. What? Oh, it was a facepalm. LA day. Congratulations are in order to Big Bill and Lexi Nair. They got married this past week. She looked beautiful. He looked healthy and happy. A lot of wrestlers were there. It's great. What?
It was a really nice way you put that. She looked beautiful. He looked healthy and happy.
Well, hey, he was going through some rough patches for a while. Like, so, oh God, I remember how long ago that was. Like when he was like abusing alcohol and everything like that. And that was a whole thing. But now he's Gucci. So he clearly was happy.
Teach that.
Enzo was there. So was DDP, Julia Hart, Anna Jay.
I'd hope DDP was there. That's his daughter or stepdaughter? Ex-stepdaughter?
Oh, that's right.
I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just gonna walk to. I don't want you guys looking at my ass.
Okay. Okay. Matt's all camera shy now. Well, this isn't fun because the next part I was going to rant, I wanted to see your face while I ranted.
It's literally like right there. See where it says Pepsi? I just walked to there.
Oh. But okay. Well,
it used to be right here, and then I moved everything, and now there wasn't room for it next to my desk, so I actually have to get up and go grab it.
Well, now you're back. You know who else is back? To the happiness of not a single fucking person besides Moose.
Oh, yeah. I know this one.
The Crimson Chin is back. That chin was sticking out through the fucking mask. You can cut glass with that shit. Everyone's least favorite racist, Tessa Blanchard, is now back in TNA. For what reason? No one knows. Is that the straw that broke the camel's back for Jordynne Grace? You bet your ass it is. Jordynne, so let me set the scene here. Jordynne and Rosemary had a match at whatever fucking pay-per-view that was that happened. Crimson Chin comes out and attacks Tessa, wearing a shirt that she can't keep up, and her chin sticking out 18 inches because it's fucking massive. Then, Tessa, fucking, like, pie faces a backstage person for no reason, because she's a person of color? A monster. No, it was a little blonde girl. Okay. Surprisingly not a person of color. So now basically TNA wants Jordynne to put Tessa over as Jordynne gets ready to come to WWE. And Jordynne's not happy. And not a single person's happy. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to bring her back? She's not needed anywhere. Go back to your gyms and wrestle there in front of 10 people, you ugly, dumb bitch.
It's not about why wouldn't you want to see my ass. It's about me not wanting. Listen, I put on a little weight over the holidays and through my wife's pregnancy. I might be a little self-conscious, all right?
Haven't we all? But yeah, Crimson Chin is back and not a single person is happy.
Well, I'm glad you clarified that because when I read the report from the least reliable news source in the IWC, the way I read it, the way it sounded was Tessa signed a short-term contract with TNA before she was headed to WWE is what I thought. I'm like, I really hope this isn't one of the millions of times he is wrong, and that's not a thing. So I'm happier to hear that she is in TNA, and it's for Jordynne to go to WWE.
I mean, we been knew Jordynne was coming. Like,
Need it.
We been knew.
There's nothing else for her to do over there anyway. Like, she's
literally
done it all.
And now you want her to work with the Chin? No. Get the fuck out. Jordynne Grace is better than that. She don't want to be anywhere near that Chin. Cut the Chin off. I saw that shit and I was like, I can't. I truly can't.
I mean, listen, it makes complete and total sense to me.
Okay.
We elected who we elected as president, and now this is just how things are going to be.
When is Jordynne's contract up? January.
I was going to say, that's a good question for Will Gray.
I believe it's beginning of January.
Donde está Will Gray?
William. I don't know how to say Gray in Spanish.
It'd be great if it was like the first and she showed up at New Year's Evil, officially under contract.
She might. It's possible. You know, after Julia beats Roxanne, because, you know, we're speculating here. After Julia beats Roxanne, Jordynne Grace shows up.
No, because then we need Julia and Stephanie.
Well, I know. But she just shows up.
Correct, did not elect. They elected. However, unfortunately, we as a country made that decision. Yeah, I agree. Zarya, that's who I need. Jordynne's first thing to be. I need her face to face with Zarya in the middle of the ring.
I'm just saying, she could show up, but like it doesn't have to be her first thing because like they already teamed together. They were on the good guys team, the good guys squad. So I was just throwing her speculation here. Don't shoot the messenger.
All right. I will not. You ready to talk some wrestling?
Oui.
All right. So Monday Night Raw. Gunther got his groove back, ladies and gentlemen. Finn came out trying to neg Gunther, and he wasn't for it. So then they tried to gangbang Gunther, but DP destroyed Judgment Day and made the save. Gunther then takes out DP because, much like Katie, he is not a fan of DP. But Finn gets it back up and takes down Gunther. Then DP starts beating off Judgment Day until Finn hits it from the back, and then DP ends up getting gangbang. DP being Damian Priest, Undertaker, bisexual Undertaker, however you want to refer to him. Gunther. Then we got the announcement that it was going to be a triple threat match: Finn Balor versus Damian Priest versus Gunther for tonight's Saturday night main event for the championship. Spit or swallow, Katie?
I'm literally spitting Judgment Day. And the consistency of them just beating up Damian Priest. Like, we get it. Finn's not over his ex-boyfriend, but, like, we gotta get over it. Okay?
Well, let's talk about that, because I actually had in my notes for Saturday night's main event, but you mentioned it. So, what is Judgment Day at this point? Because from what I see, it is the Spanish Rachel, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio trio, and then it is the JD McDonough, Finn Balor tag team, and Carlito
is just there.
Like, JD shows up for Finn, right?
He's the only one.
Dom and Liv show up for each other. Spanish Rachel's there for them, but like Finn doesn't show up for Dom unless it's to interfere in his match or they're hanging out backstage. He's never there for Liv. He's never there for Spanish Rachel. Those three don't show up for Finn Balor's matches. And Carlito doesn't show up for fucking anybody except backstage segments. So, like, what the fuck is the Judgment Day at this point?
Trash. Garbage. Hot garbage.
You know what else is trash, garbage, hot garbage?
Go ahead.
The faction that debuted with murder can't win a fucking match.
With murder? I said the same thing to Savannah. I get it. I understand.
They showed up and killed. Chad Gable had a gunshot wound to the temple.
He did. I was there. I saw it happen. I was traumatized.
Everyone was dead. And we were like, holy shit, this is amazing. And listen, as much as I love Bray, as much as I love Dexter, as much as I love Nikki, I was excited for what Bo was going to do. Joe Gacy is there, and him and Dexter's a tag team impressed me. And Rowan, all his friends, like, that sucks for him. So, like, but I wanted, like, where are my fucking QR codes? Where are my little hidden backstage things? Like, where is everything that made this cool that we loved that they've just kind of stopped doing? Like, what the fuck happened? And why are they only showing up rarely and then losing to fucking Karrion Kross, the AOP, and The Miz?
I truthfully cannot tell you. I have not a clue.
So spit?
It is. I did have a spit.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a spit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Judgment Day, Liv gets the win over Dakota Kai before she gets jumped by her ex and friends.
Ex and friends.
Io and Kyrie make the save, but Liv sneaks in the back door on Io and hits a nasty Oblivion. Rhea versus Spanish Rachel goes from two girls, anything goes, to cameos from Liv and Io to Rhea mounting Spanish Rachel on a table for the win.
Why can't it be me? It's Christmas. Why can't it be me? These are the real questions. I do. Santa, if you're listening, hear me out.
Have you been naughty or nice this year, Katie?
Well, that depends on who you ask. It's been a long fucking year.
What about you, Allison? I know you like to sit on a bearded man's lap and get whatever you want. What have you been naughty or nice this year?
That's crazy. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm over Liv as champion.
Speaking of the bearded man.
Hola, being nice isn't fun, she says. It's true. Estoy aquí. He's here.
He's here.
He is here. Estoy aquí. Yeah, I'm over Liv as champion. Spanish Rachel does nothing. Not a single thing for me. Oh, he did change his name.
Yeah, it's Will Mr. Doctor Face.
Okay, well, I didn't notice that at first. Okay.
I went into a RuneScape stream with like 100K watching, and they used my full government name.
Ooh. It's a no for me, dog. But Rhea winning, hell yeah. That's my baby. That's my baby girl. Everything else was Dakota Kai don't deserve that loss. she's on her way to be IC champ.
Maybe.
On her way. I mean, there's still a lot of matches to go. There's only 2 we've had so far.
I know that you and I are on opposite sides of this.
Here we fucking go.
It's a bad day for the New Day.
Deserved.
Everyone is treating Kofi and Xavier unfairly.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes, who is currently in a feud that is basically about him being a shitty friend, had the audacity to tell them they should be ashamed. And I love Cody Rhodes. And my daughter loves Cody Rhodes. But everyone's ignoring them. And then they cancel an interview. They steal Stu's camera. They get to the ring. They try and fight the boos while listing all the ways they could have been worse people but weren't. Which, again, fair. But keep getting interrupted. And they just said, fuck it, and left. And listen, again, I know that you're Team Big E, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get that. But Woods and Kofi aren't wrong.
Wrong.
They're not wrong.
Shame. I want to throw a pancake at him. What's the gift? Like Kofi throwing a pancake at someone? That. Also, if you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Y'all know damn well if you walk out of that ring, you were getting booed out the building. And that's exactly what fucking happened. Y'all been in this business too long to not know that. Karma. Ha ha. I don't even want to hear y'all talk. And he stole Stu's camera? That's John Cena's Stu. How dare you?
John Cena's not even here right now, all right?
He's coming back.
Eventually.
Next month.
To feud with the New Day and maybe eventually tag team with Big E. Help Big E get revenge.
Cena and Big E tag team, I'm not opposed. That'd be kind of
cool. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Just a one-off. I don't want it a full time because like Cena needs to win number 17. So like we got agendas.
So we found out why Seth Rollins called CM Punk a cancer and all of these things. And basically, so like for those of you who don't know, CM Punk was Seth Rollins' wrestling daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Seth Rollins feels like his wrestling daddy went out for a pack of cigarettes, never came back, and didn't answer any of his phone calls or text messages. Punk's like, I thought we were cool until you started sucking that corporate cock. And now, like, okay. Is what it is. He also heard on the streets, Seth Rollins being he, that after CM Punk abandoned his child, that maybe CM Punk was kind of talking about how shitty that house was once he left. Like, yeah, not only did I leave them, but like, they don't manage the house well. It was always fucking dirty. The kids were annoying. Like, just said some unfavorable things, and it made Seth Rollins unhappy. Sami Zayn, for whatever reason, feels like he needs to be involved in everyone's fucking business because he has no business of his own. So he comes out, sticks his nose in someone else's business. Seth is not Drew McIntyre, though. He looks and acts a lot like Drew McIntyre. Then passes the buck to Drew as he leaves Sami in the ring to deal with Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre, smeared Sami Zayn's face all over his boot. Sammy announces that Saturday he is going to get his ass kicked by Drew.
Yeah.
Drew doesn't want to wait and then starts whipping Sammy's ass on the stage in preparation for the match that they had tonight, which I don't know if you heard what I just said, but there should be no surprises when we get to that. Sammy Drew, Seth CM Punk, and Daddy Issues. Spit or swallow.
Hey. Too real.
I'm coming to the expert. You know, this is what we're here for. Expert analysis.
Which leads to some trauma and some bad decisions, but that's neither here nor there. I like that they're making it oh so real with Sethery and Phillip.
Bad decisions like leather jackets with blue furry sleeves.
But Seth, it works. It works for Seth. Oh God, what gear was that? It was like Mania 39. That gear was a choice. But I like Punk and Seth stuff because that's what we've all been wanting ever since Punk came back. And Seth threw a hissy fit. Rightfully so. Sammy sticking his nose in people's business consistently across the board. For what? For who? Get a new hobby. Go take up knitting. Crocheting, perhaps. Puzzles? Sam looks like a puzzle guy. That's what I think. And Drew McIntyre kicking his ass and trying to take everybody out. Hell yeah.
Sammy looks like a puzzle guy who wants to prove how good at puzzles he is. So he doesn't do the border first. He saves it for last and he starts in the middle and works his way out.
Ew.
Yeah. Last but not least for me for Monday Night Raw, we had a bird person versus a pit bull versus I couldn't think of anything for Zelina. So Zelina. But
a former queen?
Sure, that works. It's the flight of the Valkyrias as Bird Person gets the win.
Oh, I mean, that's a big swallow.
And also, not to, challenge a statement Katie made earlier, well on her way to becoming the new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
I said I wanted to be Dakota or Lyra. Very much apropos to how a certain inaugural champion was crowned tonight. I was happy with either choice.
I won't be mad if it is Dakota. I want it to be Lyra. But Dakota has busted her ass and she does deserve it.
Lyra's been champion before. Dakota hasn't been a singles champion yet, which is a shame.
Anything for Monday Night Raw that wasn't good enough for Ritter, Katie?
I don't have anything.
Okay. NXT. Roxanne Perez decides to seduce Julia. When that doesn't work, she has Cora use a toy on Stephanie in the back. Then Cora and Roxanne try to DP Julia, but Kalani makes the save. Roxanne and Cora back in their shining gear versus Julia and Kalani. They can't even wait for the bell to get their hands on each other. Cora picks up the win over Kalani, but ends up getting chased off by Stephanie for pounding her in the back.
I mean, this is all a swallow. I love this. Who
was?
Who?
Because I know Gigi was on a reality show that was something.
JK, no, that was Gigi.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah.
We were like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because we watched that.
We did.
Yeah. No, this is all a...
Mixing up my skinny girls.
Don't we all? People mix up the blondes. We mix up the skinny girls.
I mean, but Gigi's got orange hair. Nobody in... I can understand mixing up Lyra and Tatum like that. I could see that.
You mean Tatum's Dove, Lyra? They're the cutest. I fucking love them. But this is all a swallow. Julia Kalani miraculously making the save I was not expecting, which I'm not mad at. Cora and Roxanne being little fucking menaces, of course. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Back in the shining gear that originally didn't realize was shining gear.
In our defense, looked like Dorothy Gale.
And Wicked was right around the corner. Like,
yeah,
we should watch that Naked Attraction show again. Allison has been trying to get me and Katie to watch porn with her for like 2 months now. She just wants to sit down and look at naked people with me and Katie, and I don't blame her. Who wouldn't? Like, we had a whole watch along thing where that's what we did.
Yep.
Ethan Page tries to play hard to get with the Don, but when Tony offers to give it up to anyone who wants it, Ethan gets jealous and folds like a cheap tuxedo. The Don adds former NXT champion to his list of conquests, while this soul-crushing defeat leaves Ethan all out of ego. Spit or swallow?
Swallow. Come on, Tony D'Angelo. Beating a former NXT champion.
NXT champion.
And people were like, Tony shouldn't win. Oba should be champion forever. Shut up. We'll get there. But like, shut up.
He hasn't been champion that long.
Well, yeah. Like, Tony hasn't been champion long. Oba went on to bigger and better things because that's usually what happens. And people were like, we're mad. Regrets.
We called it.
Oh, we did. We say things and they come true. What can we say? Yeah, Tony D, Swallow, always. Beautiful man. Beautiful match.
Beautiful man. Wow. So my notes just say, okay, LOL. Javon and Wes flip, flop, and fuck all over the place, but the young OG gets the win.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't know
why it says okay, LOL. I have no idea why it says that.
This is probably like another one of like the sync things. Like you just type stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I mean the match was I don't know. I don't want to see them just constantly feud. Maybe this will lead to Javon being a heel, which I can't necessarily see because he's just like an actual child. So I don't know if he could really sell it like the Wesley heel turn that people were just like, oh, gasp. And then he cut his locks off and yeah. I don't know. Fun match, I guess.
So I heard Vince say, or I read Vince say, that he was kind of changing his tune on Eddie Thorpe based on what happened this week. And I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care about Eddie Thorpe. Vince might, we don't. Right, Katie?
No. Explain, and I would like to spit Eddie Thorpe multiple times, but let's...
Okay, so the ruler, Obafemi, who we were just speaking about, bigger, better things, calls out Trick Williams because he wants to see whose C is the BBest. Eddie Thorpe interrupts to blame Oba because he got smashed hard, and no one smashes harder than Oba, even though he didn't see who smashed him. He's like, I know what that felt like, and that felt like an Oba smashing.
Oba was like, thank you so much.
Trick wants to whoop Oba to prove he's the best. Oba says the only reason Trick had an era is because Oba allowed him to.
Wild.
Then Eddie was standing there the entire time as these two just talked and ignored him and waited for Oba to leave, and then he talked again. It was like fucking Smokey from Friday. Yeah, when he's around, I be quiet, but when he leaves, I talk again.
It's like that annoying little sibling, like when you're just trying to hang out with your friends and they're just like, what you guys doing? What's going on? It's like, get the fuck out of here.
So he went from blaming Oba for smashing him to blaming Trick for not doing anything about Oba smashing him. Then he starts taking shots at Trick, earns himself a golden ticket to Trick Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Not Trick Willy's Wonka, Trick Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Unless.
And for all of us to find out that he basically pulled a Jussie Smollett. Like he jumped himself and lied about it.
So, 1, spit Eddie Thorpe existing on the show right now. 1. 2, spitting Eddie Thorpe for running his mouth and then just standing there like this, waiting for his turn to talk. 3, spitting Eddie Thorpe for getting in the face of the champion. 4, spitting Eddie Thorpe because that's pussy shit, attacking yourself. Mello did that shit, and that was pussy shit then too. Boo, hawk to no. Eddie Thorpe's stupid. Like, I got so excited. I was like, oh, Obafemi whooped this man's ass, took his spot. It made sense. Just to find out he did it in... Boo. Boo this man. I hate you.
Anyways. You're still gonna hate me. So before we get into Fatal Attraction versus Team Orange is the New Black, Izzy is like, I'm not done with Gigi. All right, I'm not happy that I lost, and I want another shot. Then Sean Spears shows up again. Thank God Izzy Dame is smart enough to tell Sean Spears to go fuck off when he came sniffing around her too. What could be better than a win for Team Orange is the New Black, you might ask? Motherfucking Shotzi Blackheart joining the girls. Now Tatum has the bestest of friends in Shotzi and Gigi.
See, it's all about the details, folks. Gigi and spooky girl Tatum are in the back, and they're like, oh, Gigi's like, we're outnumbered. It's a Fatal Influence has 3 bitches. Like, we're outnumbered. We can't do this. Tatum's like, I have a plan. I have a new friend, while she's holding a Barbie with green hair. Same shit we saw with Gigi picking up the orange-ish haired Barbie a few weeks ago. It's the same thing. Shotzi comes out. Listen, looks great.
Fatal Attraction deserved this because after the match, they were jumping Team Orange is the New Black. And there's only one reason for that. You know why, Katie?
Why?
Because JC Jane is a fake-ass bitch.
Every time. If only there was a Braun Breaker thing that happened this week.
There wasn't, and I'm sad.
You're sad. I'm sad.
Anything from NXT I didn't talk about that wasn't good enough for Ritter?
No, that's... Yeah, that's it. I was looking at something else.
I'm still riding the high of the fact that, I dressed for the occasion. But
he said, guys, I dressed up.
You put Shotzi Blackheart, Tatum Paxley, and Gigi Dolan, who is also on my side screen here right now, together on a team. That was for me.
He said that was for me.
Specifically for me. That's who they did that for.
We'll see. Debatable.
No, that was for me. I sat on a bearded man's lap and wished for this, and I got it.
Everyone needs to sit on a bearded man's lap and wish for things.
Be careful what you wish for or don't wish for. Sometimes you sit on a bearded man's lap and you end up with a baby, right, baby?
That's crazy.
She can't hear me. AEW Dynamite Winter, much like I was in the scenario we just talked about, is coming. Orange Cassidy and Swiss Cheese Stays White team up against the Death Riders, but Hangman decided after about 20 minutes that his mustache was more important than this match, so he broke up the match, which led to Hangman, OC, and Swiss Cheese all fighting. Orange Cassidy misses Adam and hits Jay with an orange punch. The Death Riders slide in for sloppy seconds and beat the 3 of them down. It was a thing.
I mean, I like everything.
Diego Luna.
I mean, I love Diego Luna. Come on. Ever since I said that, it's so hard to look at him and not think of Diego Luna. Like, it's actually uncanny. You ever seen the two of them in the same room? No, you haven't. That's all I'm gonna say. But I like this. Like Orange Cassidy, Diego Luna, Evil Hangman with his mustache. It's a good, like, and I also said that this was going to happen because you were like, oh, like Hangman be the champion, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, just make it a fatal 4-way at World's End because that's probably what's going to happen. And what was announced on Dynamite at World's End for the title, a fatal 4-way.
Hangman? Oh, Orange Cassidy. Duh. Okay.
How the fuck can you forget Orange?
I was like, who the fuck is the other guy? Maybe because Orange already had his match and he lost and then got choked, but not like in a fun, sexy way, but like with a plastic bag, which is not fun or sexy. I mean, I guess depending. Someone say naked, maybe, probably.
How am I just noticing this?
Matt didn't change angles. Matt changed rooms, bro. Last week. Bandito is still trapped in 1885 trying to help Doc and Marty get back to the future. Unfortunately, Mad Dog Tannen and his goons are fucking things up.
Don't you just hate it when people fuck shit up for you and you're stuck in the 1800s? It's crazy.
Yeah, when there's no flux capacitor to help you get back to the future, so you need to rig a steam locomotive and push a car off a cliff.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
I really do. Every time. Is that a dildo or a bearded brush? Beard brush.
What if it was a dildo? Like, what would we do?
Listen,
like,
it is wintertime, all right? Those are all in storage. Kate's pregnant. There's no dildoing going on, all right?
No dildoing.
This is not the season for dildoing.
The fuck?
Christian hates everyone and wants to get Stone Cold Steve Cincinnati drunk. Just as he's about to leave, Hook does a B&E and tries to big spoon Christian to death. Christian is saved by his adoptive sons, who also get beat off one-handed by Hook before he chased after Christian, who ran away like a little bitch.
Like a little bitch. I'm over Hook being mad at Christian because Christian took out his dad. Okay. Are you sure about that?
Positive. Fucking
He said, yes, I do, robot. Yeah, the breaking the glass with the cast was kind of cool. But, like, as we've learned, Hook shouldn't talk, and Christian just hates everybody.
It was crazy that he was trying to break Mox's sobriety. If it's not already broken. Skynet doesn't control him.
Skynet doesn't control him, yeah. Yeah, no, Christian's crazy. And he might just be a champion by the next week.
Listen, I love Mox, but like this whole, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing with the Wyatt 6. Like, it started out and I was like, this is going to be really cool. And now it's just the thing that keeps happening, but like, it's not getting any cooler.
Where's Shane McMahon?
What's in the fucking briefcase?
I think the title's in the briefcase.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. Why was Orange carrying in a backpack? Like, these...
not the same thing. Orange carried in a backpack because he was lazy.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah. Which, honestly, smart idea. Those things are heavy.
Speaking of the Death Riders, Claudio Calligraphy has to fight Will Ospreay's hair, which was imbued with the power of 1990s heartthrobs like Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Mark Paul Gosselaar. The hair is too much for Claudio. So Claudio attacks Will after the match, but gets run off by Dorby.
I'm sorry, what did you call Claudio?
Claudio Calligraphy?
Oh, that was a good one. God, Will Ospreay's hair was fucking bad, dude. I was telling Savannah about it, and I was like, oh, did you see the memes about it? She's like, no. I was like, oh, bitch, go look at these. Cackling. JTT. Fucking Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, specifically.
That's
from
Mark
Saved by
Paul
the Bell.
Gosselaar.
Specifically Saved by the Bell, though.
Yes.
Like, you could say the actor, but like specifically that show. Like the later seasons too, like when they're in college and shit, not like in high school. I saw like
You guys
Backstreet
talked
Boys,
about Nick Carter.
Nick Carter. Like that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, why did he straighten it like that? Why? And then Dorby.
Hey, listen, he got the win with that straight ass hair. So like,
you know, there's nothing straight about him. Got him. I think
sure.
he's Team B. I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. Speaking of Team Katie, Jaundice Cole, who apparently does not look jaundiced in real life, defeated Kyle O'Reilly. MJF tries to sneak in Cole's back door, but he's not Team Bi. So the door's locked and closed, and instead, MJF takes a stiff one to the chin, and for the first time in AEW history, someone besides MJF is technically the Dynamite Dime a Dozen champion, ring carrier guy.
Technically.
Right? Theoretically.
I mean, the match at World's End is, I guess, kind of technically for the ring.
I don't understand how this whole Dynamite
I don't fucking either. But this is another thing I said was going to happen. Cole was going to face MJF in some way, shape, or form at World's End. He came back last year as Le Devil, hurt, attacked Maxwell, and now, here we are, a year later, Adam, Maxwell, fight. But he's just such a sweet guy. You know?
What's it taste like?
I didn't taste him.
Did you smell him?
I probably, I don't know, inhaled at some point. I don't know.
Smell like?
I don't remember.
Like jaundice?
You're lucky I remember. Stop
Broken
it.
dreams?
He doesn't have jaundice.
Jaundice and heartbreak? Poor
Stop.
guy. Poor guy.
No, he was so nice.
Not nice is every time Chris Jericho's on our screen, we
spit.
Amen. However, Mariah May finds a way to make Mina stop shaking her tits and go to work. Someone muted Thunder Rosa, but her signs were fucking hilarious in the crowd. And after everything was said and done, Katie got her wish just a few weeks late, but not quite, because timeless Toni Storm is retired. However, OG Toni Storm is not retired.
So I have some developments on that.
Oh.
Yes. So, that's all a swallow, by the way. That match was incredible. Toni coming back. Fucking Thunder Rosa's what the WTF. Amazing. Well done. No notes.
Everything in that match was great from Thunder Rosa. Like, they should have been having her do the signs this entire time instead of Sammy Guevara.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that shit. Oh my god. I was like, 5 years. Anyways. So yes, Toni came back at the end of Dynamite. Rocker. When she debuted in AEW. Well, she had her match against her first match back against Harley Cameron on Rampage. People were mad, of course, because people. From what I watched and saw, hell of a match, of course, because Harley Cameron is boss of her ass.
Yes, Harley Cameron is fantastic, and we love
her. Toni was showing a little bit of signs of timelessness, but she wanted to do her weird timeless Toni Storm pose before ass to corner, but then she fixed it and just put up rocker hands instead and then did it. And then tonight on Collision, she had another match. I don't remember against who. But after her match, she was like, Toni Storm is officially all elite. So she's basically going back in time 2 years to when she debuted and signed. And like she met Thunder Rosa for the first time again backstage and Tony Schiavone. She's going through an identity crisis and possibly amnesia. But I'm okay with it because it's kind of fucking working.
I love her so much.
She's a gem.
I don't know how WWE fucked that up.
Because they wanted her to lose weight. And that was the whole thing.
Anything from AEW that was not good enough for Ritter?
Not from Dynamite, but from Collision tonight.
Oh, what did I miss on Collision tonight?
Julia Hart's back.
Oh, against Jamie Hayter?
So after Jamie's match with Willow, lights go out, Julia Hart appears, hits her with her move. Julia Hart is back in the same arena she got injured in and had her last match in.
All right.
Yay, Julia Hart.
TK doesn't fuck everything up.
Give him time. Give him time. But that's it.
That's it. All right. SmackDown. Jimmy Uso on one leg with a broken toe came out to spread some Christmas cheer. Drew McIntyre, fully able to compete, decided to spread Jimmy Uso's face across his boot. Nick Aldis is not happy.
No. And then he had the audacity to salute in front of Naomi's face. Fucked up. That's her husband you just laid out, dude.
Well,
Disrespectful.
In some cultures, Naomi would leave with Drew because of that. So, like...
But she didn't.
That we know of. I didn't see her leave the arena.
He went to Nick Aldis' office and she had a convo with Bianca.
What I'm saying is we didn't see them leave or not leave together. But what we do know is Bianca Belair was informed that due to the lack of developments into who attacked Jade Cargill, because the person investigating it is probably the person who attacked Jade Cargill, or her bestie, she was going to have to possibly relinquish the tag team titles, which she was not happy about. And Naomi was like, hey, listen, I'm not like, I don't want to sound guilty or anything, but if Jade can't do this and you need a tag team partner, I mean, I'm right here. We could defend these titles together if you want. I'm not, don't,
She's
and
like, I mean,
Nick's like, I'm going to run that up the flag. Like, what fucking flagpole do you have to run that up, GM?
Maybe because, like, they're cross-promotional, like, throughout the company, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, but it's also the fucking women's tag team titles, which are cross-promotional across the company, so should not matter. And there are no brand splits, so it also should not matter, but that's,
Hey. Well, I'm glad Bianca said something about that because this is true. Like, this has been done before. If y'all recall, Chelsea Green was partnered with Sonya Deville as the tag team champions, and Sonya got hurt and was out for like a year. But who stepped up? I think it was Carmella and or Piper Niven. It happened many times with Chelsea. Chelsea had a bad string of partners. But now we're here. So this has happened before. So, and they're defending the titles next week.
Champion.
She was tag team champion.
She was tag team champion. Now that you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that is the thing that happened.
This was back when she was on Raw.
Yep. To secure her spot in the finals for the Women's United States Championship, Michin defeated Tiffany, bringing her one step closer to losing to Chelsea Green, is specifically what my notes said from Friday, just so you know.
That's crazy.
All Nia wants for Christmas is Money in the Bank to diss a fucking peer. Chelsea does it and also qualifies. Candace.
That's all we wanted.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, no, that's all we wanted was Michin versus Chelsea, and that's what we got.
But
and
Candace.
Then, Candace shows up, while Tiffany's kind of sad that she lost her qualifier match, and Nia's not being very helpful, and neither's Candace, because Candace is like, hey, so even though Tiffany couldn't get the job done, I went to Nick Aldis, and I was like, hey, why don't you let me and Nia get shots at those tag titles? Because, like, Nia, you'd look really good as a double champion. Like, maybe we could go get some gold since Tiffany doesn't know how to fucking win anything. And then looked at her and said, maybe singles wrestling just isn't for you.
She said, isn't your speed.
Oh, isn't your speed. She's a speed champion. They're going to be double champions. Yeah. I pray to God she does not cash her fucking Money in the Bank in on the speed championship.
No, she's not going to.
I pray to God.
She won't.
You know how upset I would be if that was a thing?
Upsetty spaghetti.
Oh, so upsetty spaghetti.
So much spaghetti.
Roman Reigns
OTC.
said on January 6th, he is storming the capital of the Bloodline. For a match with Solo Sikoa, he wants his Fupa Waffle back.
No.
That's what LA Knight called it.
That's definitely not what LA Knight called it.
It is. LA Knight said his Fupa Waffle.
No. It's the Ula Fala. Uma Thurman, if you will.
He wants it back. He's storming the Capitol on January 6th to get it back.
It's not from the Capitol.
The Bloodline Capital.
You can't do that.
LA Knight likes to shower. LA Knight likes his showers like he likes his belts. Golden. He doesn't care about the Fupa Waffle, but Solo did cost him, the gold, and his rematch for the gold. So Solo's going to get his fat ass pounded tonight, and then he does not, in fact, get his fat ass pounded.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Also, maybe learn how to make friends, LA Knight. If you're going to talk shit to four guys, any of which could probably beat your ass one-on-one, but together you really have no chance. Maybe make friends.
Yeah. Just maybe.
Last but not least, for SmackDown, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens finally go tip to tip, except they don't because Kevin Owens didn't show up in the arena. They were supposed to, but Kevin doesn't come when he's called. So instead, Michael Cole's like, all right, well, you know what? We're gonna have a nice little interview here, which is not the kind of interview that he gave Kevin Owens in the car. Biased fuck. Was really favorable to Cody, unlike the way he treated Kevin. So Kevin interrupts from his car, and then Cody's like, fuck this, I'm going to go out to the parking lot and beat his ass. Kevin catches him on the rampway. They brawl. The officials show up. They try to make room for the Holy Ghost. Kevin took a cheap shot while Cody was restrained with no safe word.
You need a safe word, guys.
He don't need friends. He needs a new gimmick. Fair.
That's also true.
The Mexican 9090 says he hopes Roman wears a Viking helmet and a U.S. flag for the match.
Please don't do that.
I feel like that. No, I don't think it would be a U.S. flag. It would do they have a Bloodline flag? An OG Bloodline flag?
Probably.
Maybe. Kevin, spit or swallow. Cody, spit or swallow. Brawling, spit or swallow. Michael Cole being a biased fuck, spit or swallow.
Okay, relax. Take it easy. Everyone rocks. Everyone chill. Yeah, I mean, I like that this is the route they went because Kevin's just sick and tired of losing friends and not having friends anymore, and he turned his back on people turned his back on him, and he really got mad at Cody for like not literally being in the company for like one of those times he got attacked by the Bloodline. So like that's still crazy twice. That's still crazy to me. Like that kid wasn't even here.
Where were you when I needed you?
Where were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're over playing with my other friends in a sandbox that I'm not included in.
You're playing at the other playground. I wasn't there. I wasn't allowed to be.
A yeet sign? Oh, yeah. Roman carrying a yeet sign.
Yeet. Maybe. What's
All right.
next?
Anything from SmackDown that wasn't good enough for Ritter?
I don't have anything.
Okay. The next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to smash or pass Saturday night's main event. Tonight, live on NBC. We had Saturday night's main event. We had Jesse, the Body Ventura, wearing Damien.
Allegedly.
Guest commentating along with other special guest commentator Pat McAfee, joining Michael Cole.
Whoa! That one I was excited about. I didn't know Pat was coming back.
I like the retro feel. Cody, unfortunately, only for one night, got a WWE version of the Winged Eagle. But like I saw the video clip from like 3 days ago of Triple H giving Cody the belt, but like not showing us the belt, and he's being like, "Just remember, this is for one night only." I'm like, "Listen, I'm not big on one night stands. Like, don't tell me I can just have it one time. I'm gonna need to come back for this more and as much as possible. I'm a monogamous kind of guy. I'm not trying to,
I understand that, but sometimes circumstances.
I just want to be with one belt, and that's the belt I want to be with. Yeah.
I mean, I said it to Savannah. I was like, imagine they let Cody have this belt for one night and then he loses. I was like, that'd be so fucked up. Like we had all this speculation and all this stuff about it for Cody getting the Winged Eagle back, and just it'd be so funny.
We had Hall of Famers in the audience. We had old school referee outfits.
Those look nice.
All the stops. First and foremost, Drew McIntyre defeats Sami Zayn with a U-turn Claymore. I was trying to think of what to call it because he ran out of the ring and then he ran in the ring and Sami was chasing him, so Sami chased him out of the ring and then back in the ring and then he got hit. And I was like, a rope-a-dope, but that's not really a rope-a-dope. I don't know.
A ring around? Ring around the rosy type shit.
Ring around his toesies.
Pocket full of posies.
No, that's what he was holding after he got Claymore. A pocket full of posies.
True.
Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, smash or pass?
I mean, Drew beating people's asses is very fun for me, and Sami keeps sticking his nose in people's business, so smash.
Okay. Liv Morgan with Spanish Rachel and Freddie Guerrero defeat Io Sky. Then on the rampway, as she's headed back, Mommy shows up. They go nip to nip. Liv lifts up the championship that she stole from Rhea along with her man and her pride and parts of her knee.
How dare you?
Liv, Io, spit or swallow. Or smash or pass.
You know how cool it would have been if we had new champions on this fucking card? That'd have been fun. Besides one that was getting crowned regardless. That doesn't count.
No, it would have been nice to switch it up a little bit somewhere.
Yeah, going into the new year, new champion.
But also, okay, so I love Io. Io's fantastic. I don't know that Io going back to being champion is the right decision. I don't know that any one of the guys that was in the next match we're going to talk about is the right decision.
I mean,
I can make...
Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Allison said the whole show was meh. Which is valid. But like, picture this. Io won tonight, right? Io's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Come Rumble, Io versus Rio for funsies. So then people can bitch and complain that Rio's on the Rumble. Io and Rio have a fantastic match. Rio maybe perhaps wins. Who knows? Is that way Io's only champion for like a month and a half, give or change? You know, it's fine. Rio becomes champion. Maybe loses it like Elimination Chamber. Like, we can go back and forth. Like, we can do it. Like, we don't have to have these super long title reigns. I think like TC was talking about it. Like, they don't have to all be super long title reigns.
No, I agree with you. I want the right person to take the belts off Liv, and I don't know that the same people that have been holding it is necessarily the right person, but I don't know
because they're not building anyone else up.
Building anyone else up, yeah,
exactly.
I mean, if Tiffany Stratton had shown up and used her Money in the Bank and cashed it in, I would have been all for that. I'd be down for some. She's gonna go after
Nia.
Well, that's the predictable thing, and I don't want necessarily always predictability. Which is my point as we go on, is like everyone predictable. But Gunther defeats Finn Balor and Damian to retain his championship. Why is Judgment Day? Oh, no, we already did that. We did the Why is Judgment Day thing. Gunther wins.
You said, why is Judgment Day? Okay, we were talking about that. Yeah, I mean, I keep seeing stuff about like, oh, Finn Balor's going to be like a main guy in 2025. Okay, if you give me like NXT Run 2.0 Finn Balor, fuck yeah, I'm in. Not Judgment Day, oh, I'm the leader when there are no leaders. Like, I don't want this Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is not going to be a top guy in 2025 with that stupid fucking whatever the fuck
Why
he was
was
wearing
he
on his head.
Just straight up wearing a bag?
I don't know.
I thought they were going to like unravel it and he was going to be like, surprise, demon makeup or something. Like,
nothing.
Not a single thing.
There is nothing fun about 2024 Finn Balor, Judgment Day Finn Balor, gang member, flag in the back pocket Finn Balor.
Was that this year?
I don't know if that was this year or not. Well, it was Judgment Day, though, because it was a purple fucking... How long has Judgment Day, this version of Judgment Day, been a thing?
I don't fucking know.
Time's not real.
Prophet said Carlito should be the leader.
I mean, honestly, he's not doing anything else.
At this point, Allison said it's a callback to an Irish Revolution thing. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
That I didn't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, Finn Balor is Irish, so...
Is he revolutioning? Revolting?
He might be. He might be trying.
What is he revolting against?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Being a part of this group.
My next note for Smash or Pass is just Chelsea Green, baby. I mean, literally, I said it on. I mean, I've been saying it all along. I told Katie because she did some amazing videos. You guys should go check out on YouTube at Sheila Showcase and at our boy SDS Vince's YouTube channel as well. But where they talked about who should and shouldn't be U.S. champion. I'm like, you guys are wasting a lot of discussion points because the only person who should be U.S. champ for the women is Chelsea motherfucking Green. And then on Friday, Mia Yim won, and I put in my notes, she is one step closer to losing to Chelsea Green. That was before Chelsea Green even qualified to face Mia Yim. And now here we are, Chelsea Green, who, by the way, also won clean over Bayley on SmackDown.
She did.
Defeats Mia Yim, which they've had a hell of a rivalry as is leading to this, to become your first WWE Women's United States Champion. Couldn't be more. Well, I mean, Mia Yim also really deserved it, but couldn't be. I mean, this woman from where she was when she left the company and everyone shitting on her and her ideas and saying how stupid and awful she was, blah, 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 to come back and be as amazing as she has been and basically like flip you guys the double bird and be like, fuck you, I was right all along. Like, fucking love her.
Yeah, when this title got announced, I first wrote about it. I was like, here are some women who could be. This was before a tournament was announced, and Chelsea Green was the first person on that list that I wrote about. Her and Michin have had a long list of rivalries spanning multiple companies, TNA specifically, WWE now. The rivalry they've had on SmackDown. It had to be Michin and Chelsea as the final two. It had to be. Like, I love Bayley. We didn't need to see Bayley win this. Tiffany has the fucking briefcase. Why is she even here?
Yep.
So, like, when it came down to these matches, I was like, oh my god, it's going to happen. We're going to get Michin versus Chelsea Green. And Chelsea and Piper doing the Macho Man Miss Elizabeth thing. Chef's fucking kiss. Piper just looked so happy for Chelsea, too. Like, obviously, she helped him cheat a little bit, but, like...
whoa.
I said a little bit. A little bit. Un poquito.
Dude, what the fuck was that? I was watching something, and I don't remember what it was. But somebody said... God, I can't remember what country it is, but basically, it's not cheating if your wife doesn't catch you. Or something like that. It's like in this country, it's not considered cheating if you don't get caught. It's not considered cheating if you don't get caught, Katie. We're going to talk about that in the next match. It's not considered cheating if you don't get caught.
Well, yeah. But, okay, so for, like, this specifically, she was seen trying to meddle. Not necessarily cheat. Like, when she got up on the apron, like, obviously that's, like, in plain sight.
She was just excited. It happens. It was an accident.
I mean, I am going to say that fucking front flip off of Michin for the unpretty her. Oh my god, Chelsea, where the fuck has this been?
Yeah. That was a little reclusive coming out.
Everything she's been doing, like, she even made TC a fan. And TC hated this woman a damn near a year ago.
Yeah.
And look where we are now, folks.
Speaking of where we are now, our last Smash or Pass of the evening, our main event, Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens with the help of a chair. Now, I already mentioned it was a one-night stand with the Winged Eagle belt, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. Yeah, also, picture-in-picture, Kevin let the entire crowd know he wanted blowjobs from all of them.
What?
You didn't see during one of the picture-in-pictures, he went to all four sections on the ropes and not DX straight suck it. Like big swinging on NBC national television, picture-in-picture, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick. Over and over and over again.
Picture-in-picture, I go on my phone. I can. I try and pay attention, but it's hard.
I was about to get up and I'm like, wait a minute, he is not doing that on fucking NBC.
Honestly, they probably got away with it because it was picture-in-picture. Realistically.
There is no dick sucking on NBC.
Okay, well, I'll just write that down now. You're welcome.
No problem. Kevin brought the chair in. Kevin was I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last time, and I'm gonna go for it. He went for it. He failed. He had the match won. He hit that stunner, but also was the one that knocked the ref out. And then they took out another ref, which I'm like, oh, this feels like Attitude Era. Refs come in and they get knocked out. Now there's two guys down. Cody, very surprised. Cody took the easy way out and hit that on the chair. Very interesting to see Cody take that route and use the chair on Kevin.
He's becoming Homelander.
Maybe. Because
it's a slow process.
here's why I'm okay with Kevin Owens not winning here. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if Kevin Owens won. We love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is great. But, like,
This version of
we
Kevin
all know that we are all waiting for us to get to Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. And that is not something that either man needs to win the Royal Rumble to get to, especially not Randy Orton. That it is a organic story from their relationship and everything that could be done really well and really fucking cool. And I feel like the first step, well, actually the first step towards it was Cody Rhodes showing signs of cracking by losing his shit every time someone challenged his integrity and said Kevin Owens was right. Like when he attacked Carmelo Hayes, who, like, we didn't even talk about what they did to Carmelo Hayes. We didn't even mention that. We just skipped past that for a reason.
Yeah, for a good reason. Because what the fuck are we doing here?
We know that Randy, just even though Kevin attacked him, we know that Randy and Kevin are boys. And I have a feeling Randy is not going to be happy with the fact that Cody took the easy way out. And Cody's going to be like, fuck you, man. He brought the chair in. It was there. Like, why do I need to be the bigger person all the time? And this is going to lead to little issues between them. Maybe Cody, Randy says something and Cody shoves Randy over a fucking equipment box. Or Randy hits him with who knows? I don't know, but I feel like this is what we're building towards, and I'm good with it. Randy being a 14, 15 time?
Well, if Cena's 16, Randy, I think, is 15.
So he'd be tying John Cena and Ric Flair, technically. If he can beat Cody.
We're not talking about that. Ties John Cena. And then John Cena wins the 17th next year. And all is right with the world.
Fair enough. Did you smash or pass this match?
I mean, Kevin Owens is fun. The ref spots were funny. I was like, oh, damn, Charles Robinson, no. Oh, no, Eddie Guerrero. Like,
he looked... okay, I don't even know who Eddie is.
He's shown up enough that, like, I just remember his name.
I do not. I was looking, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you said his name, and I'm like, oh, orangutan, gotcha. Charles Robinson looked old as fuck.
Well,
how has Jimmy Hart been the same age for 40 fucking years?
Dude.
But Charles Robinson has not.
Literally, like, how? Like, what are they giving him that he looks the same?
Hulk Hogan's semen.
Ew. No, because Hulk Hogan looks like dirt.
Yeah, because fucking
Jimmy Hart
for the entirety of his career, Jimmy Hart has been sucking it out of Hulk Hogan.
He's been sucking the life out of Hulk Hogan.
Sucking something out of Hulk Hogan, but it's keeping him young.
Hey.
I hear proteins are great for facials. I mean the skin. Anyway.
Matthew. Yeah, I don't. Well, I can't remember which person said it on commentary. I think it was Jesse Ventura, actually, who was like, oh, Charles Robinson just took it out of his closet. Like, he didn't have to get a new one. I was like, damn. Fucked up.
Facts.
But, like, true.
He has been around a long time.
I mean, he's the famous, like, run down, like, the fucking 8-mile ramp, isn't he? At, like, the speed of light.
I mean, you got to think, before that, he was in WCW as fucking Little Nate.
Oh, he was Little Nate. Also just
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Charles Robinson's been around for fucking ever.
Through, like, the mid and early 90s. So, like...
He's the senior referee for a reason.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Saturday night's main event, overall, spit or swallow, or smash or pass?
I don't know. It's just there. But, like, Chelsea won, and that was fucking cool.
Smash for Chelsea.
Smash for Chelsea.
All right. What was your favorite show that you watched this week?
Sure shit wasn't Saturday night's main event. I'm gonna go NXT.
Really?
Dynamite was a close second.
I really thought it was going to be Dynamite after recent developments.
Oh, because Toni Storm?
Well, that and you just recently meeting Adam Cole.
Well, okay, I mean, since you brought it. Yeah, okay, sorry, man.
And then he got the win. Yeah, I'm not saying that Katie had anything to do with Adam Cole winning that match. But
I'm
it is
just
just
saying.
coincidentally after meeting Katie, he happened to advance in the IHOP Continental Breakfast Round Robin Tournament. Red Robin Tournament. That one.
Adam's not in that.
Oh.
That was the Dynamite. That was for the ring.
Yeah, that was the ring.
You know,
it's all the same
calligraphy
shit.
and Zack Sabre Jr.'s doppelganger, like
Claudio calligraphy, and the hair.
The hair. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I met Adam Cole on Sunday. By Wednesday, he wins.
Brody King had a match too.
He did. Against who?
Didn't matter.
Who the fuck did he wrestle? Who else is in that
important.
fucking league?
I hate Red Robin tournaments.
I know you do. It's gonna bother me. Who else is in this fucking tournament? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. What was your favorite show you watched this week?
NXT.
Okay.
Shotzi Blackheart came back and joined Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan. Like, I love Toni Storm, but she was by herself. Right?
Oh,
I love Chelsea Green, and she did win the women's title, but like as we said,
the show was
but it wasn't it was a network special. It wasn't a pay-per-view, like it was what it was, right?
Yeah.
But three of my favorite girlies at the same time in the same ring on my TV.
Hey, we each had our biases this week. Stop it. No. We each had our biases. You and Shotzi, me and Adam Cole, baby.
Fair. All right, Katie. Now is the point in the show where you tell everyone where they can find now the full audio version of the She Elite Showcase, as well as video forums and where they can watch live and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but yeah, the full audio is out now. But you can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, the link tree inbound to everything She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Next week is our last episode, She Elite Showcase Awards, which, if you click the link in that link tree, the first one, it's a Google Doc. If you watch my show, I'm going to need the people who watch my fucking show to fill this out so I have something to talk about next week. Looking at all of my friends. Looking at all of you. Please fucking fill it out. Please and thank you. Because we're going Wednesday after Dynamite. So it's not even going to be on Thursday. But yeah, we had our seasonal showcase last week. It was fun. Good last 2 episodes of the year that are coming out. So, anyways, Matt.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, or TikTok at Smackin It Raw. Blue Sky would be smackinitiraw.bsky.social or however the fuck they do it. Go there, follow me. As I said, I have moved, so I will take a quick video scan of where everything is now so you can see the progress once it's all said and done. So you guys can follow that on TikTok. Also, just everything else. It was a could have been a Raw episode. You can go to Twitter, but you won't find me there anymore. At least not updating. I checked back in for something. I logged in to see if I was still logged in to Creation Conversation because Mara wasn't on the show. So one of us needed to send out a tweet still, and I was not logged in. And then I saw I had notifications, so I was like, "Oh, what's going on over here?" But I didn't read it either. I just saw that there were messages. But yeah, no, don't go to X because I'm not answering shit there. But Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, all of those places if you want to contact me for both Smackin It Raw and Getting Off, all under at Smackin It Raw. Getting Off, as I said, next week, Friday, 9 p.m. Central. Will Katie be crowned the first ever official Getting Off champion for Trick or Trivia? Or will she lose to Reek or Will? Is Tommy going to show up and be my Vanna White, or am I going to have to outsource?
I don't know.
Did I do a good job this time around with questions, or did I make them all too easy and this game is not going to be any fun? You will only know by tuning in. Also, the last episode of Smackin It Raw for the year is next week, so come join us. I don't really know what the fuck we're doing. We might do like a year in review. We might bullshit for an hour and a half. Maybe we'll talk about the shows. I don't know yet. I don't really have anything planned. Let's see if people want to come by and say hi. But
Okay.
that's all I got. So for Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. This has been your number one wrestling podcast, formerly on Pornhub.
Formally.
On Pornhub.